Okay, so for Reglogene, we are a brain disease therapeutics company. We're trying to create therapies that tackle severe brain diseases and do what other therapies can't. And so the number one problem here with creating these new therapies for brain diseases is simply getting the therapy into the brain. All of us have a blood-brain barrier that prevents the entry of toxins into our brains. This filter also prevents the entry of what might otherwise be effective therapies. What my company is good at is designing and developing therapies that can navigate that blood-brain barrier and access the brain. Our first therapy is a treatment for brain cancers. And so whether it's glioblastoma, a primary brain cancer, or a metastasis from breast or lung cancer, patients live about a year after that first diagnosis with a brain tumor. Unmet medical need here is high. So go back to one of my prior points. What we have done here is we have taken a very well-validated way of fighting cancer. So the most well-validated mechanism in the history of cancer therapy is to come forward with drugs that target a protein known as tubulin. There are 7 FDA-approved medicines that hit this protein. All have achieved clinical and commercial success, durable remissions, 10-year remissions or longer for patients that have been on these types of therapies, unless a patient has a brain tumor. And the problem is that none of these 7 therapies can navigate the blood-brain barrier. So what we have done is design the most brain penetrant tubulin targeting therapy that's been brought forward. And so our brain penetration. Yeah,
what does it mean for the industry? Sorry, because it seems fascinating. Because what is the last innovation? I suppose the way how you treat it now. This is from the 90s. Right.
It's from the 2000s. So for glio, and Armin, I spoke over you, but I think I know what you're asking. Stop me if I've got it wrong. So for glioblastoma, those primary brain cancers. So whenever a patient presents with glioblastoma, the standard of care was established in 2005. It's called the Stoop procedure. And what they do, it's maximal tumor resection. So they go in, take out the tumor as much as they can, and it is radiation. And it is treatment with a drug called temozolomide, a drug that was approved by the FDA in 1999. And what's been lacking here is the right drug molecules that can attack glioblastoma in the right way and actually navigate the blood-brain barrier to get into the brain. For brain metastases coming from breast or lung cancer, unless the patient presents with either one of 2 rare genetic mutations, there are no therapies effective for them. They tend to have whole brain radiation, which causes cognitive difficulties, etc. It's a massive problem.